Hello, everyone, and welcome into Discin Deal's coverage. I'm Lucas Deal here with the one-time world champ, Chris Smith, aka Smitty. This is One-Time Deal commentary. What up, Smitty?
Not much, man. Ready to watch this Capital City Classic. We'll check out Big Shunga again and see how it goes down.
Yeah, big shout out to tournament director Tyson Jones. We're thinking about you, Tyson. Assistant TD Jordan Ashford. And quite a few sponsors that help make this tournament go. Justin Hall, Tyler Bennett, the Farm Path Tour itself, Ventus Heating and Cooling, Budget Blinds, and of course the title sponsor, Under Par. Let's take a look at some of the players we have. We got EJ Edwin Sieniarecki. He's in the green there. He's actually from Clearwater. He lives in the Kansas City area now. So when he knew that Kevin was playing, he decided to also play the tournament. They hadn't seen each other in years, and here they are meeting each other in Kansas. We got Keehnan Ford, local Wichita player, 975 rated.
The mountain of the Midwest, man. This guy gets on fire. You better watch out.
And Alexis Chaparro.
Looking good. Look at him.
And hole number one.
Hole one, 315 feet. Comes in as the third hardest hole. I think these old boys are all just going to throw just a little spike hyzer over the top. Apparently, you said the wind was up is what made it play so hard. I'm guessing it was tricky putting.
Yeah, definitely. I will say the wind picked up at the later half of the round, and this was hole one, so they were probably the first MPO players to play it, and the others probably played it way later in the round.
Yeah, is this an elevated basket, or did it just look tall?
It just looks tall because of the slope. It is a drastic downhill with that slope.
Right on. Well, here goes Kevin.
Touring professional Kevin Kiefer did not get into Persimmon Ridge, so he decided to come to Topeka and play. Awesome meeting him. Gonna start with that big hyzer, as you said. Kendra missed this on the catch cam, but he's down there.
He didn't seem to like his footing. I'm guessing that dirt tee pad's a little different than what he's used to on the Disc Golf Pro Tour.
That's right. And I will mention that there are no tee pads on this course. It's all dirt.
Old school, baby.
And Alexis up high, crashing through.
Yeah, that's pretty easy.
That was nice.
Here goes Keehnan. I really love this dude, man. He's got a great heart. When he gets on fire, he's fun to watch play disc golf also.
Absolutely.
He went a little bit lower than the other two guys.
Yeah, maybe a little wider too.
Yeah. Oh, you can see that's probably why it plays so hard. If anything that comes in fast is going to hit that side hill and roll down like Keehnan's did. And EJ's a sidearm specialist, huh?
Yeah, he's really good with it. Throws Prodigy.
But it looks like he has a Discraft shirt. Is that a Discraft?
It's like a fake Discraft shirt, yes.
All right.
The disc says nice, and then it says don't say it.
Oh, yeah. You can see the wind pushing these trees around.
Yeah, and this is early. So like I said, it really picks up later.
This is a tough shot, man. You better hope this grass grabs this sucker and keeps it from rolling down this hill.
Well,
if he makes it to the hill.
It grabbed it all right.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Not the putt you want to start off with.
And he didn't want any of it.
Just probably saved himself a stroke. So I'm guessing Kevin's way too close to even think about laying up. He's going to gun this thing in there.
Just didn't drop on him.
I don't know Kevin's. Yeah, I don't know his game too well, but that didn't look like a very committed attempt. This will be committed. This thing will be going 100 miles an hour. Pretty good bid.
All right, bid. Yep. You don't really want to hit anything. You either want to make it or fly by it like he did.
Kevin for a par cleanup from about 18 to 20. Short armed it. So yeah, he doesn't have a very aggressive putt. He's got just a little bit of a soft loft, it looks like, on the first two.
Yep, that's basically his putt the whole time. See if Keehnan can clean up. But yeah, I agree. Probably just a little bit undercommitted to start the round.
Well, that was a scary putt downhill. I'm guessing the wind was right to left the way it took off after it cleared the basket.
It was.
Which means it's going to be right in Alexis' face from about 8 to 10 feet. But that basket is a little higher than a normal unit. Oof. Corner pocket, baby.
He's saying something to me.
So a couple bogeys, a birdie, and a par. Start us off.
And we're going to jump into hole 2.
Yeah, hole 2 comes in as the second hardest hole on the course, 420 feet, par 3. They're going to try to rip it through these trees and hit a gap and give themselves a putt. And at 420 feet, that's not a lot of ceiling to play with.
No. Yeah, really navigating these trees is tougher than it seems. There are several gaps. There is forehand, there is backhand, just depending on how you want to play it.
And this puppy comes in at 0.32 over par. So it is going to play pretty tough.
I should mention last hole, Alexis was the only birdie on the day.
Wow. That wind must have really picked up because that hole was not hard.
Little skip off the ground there.
That's a good shot, man. And that little bit of rise when you're trying to throw under a ceiling makes it even tougher. Yeah, Keehnan's really good at getting that disc out flat, slightly turned, and letting the overstability of the disc fight back for him.
Yeah, he just got caught up at a tree at the end there.
Kevin going with something royal. I'm guessing a Rive probably, or a Grace. I think the Rive.
Yeah, I think he throws a lot of the Rive for the deep shots.
Well, he should. His name is on one of them.
And that's the one he has.
Came out a little high.
Yep, and he hit that tree. That kicked him left.
He's thinking, I hate Kansas. So here goes EJ. I think he has a little advantage going forehand underneath this gap. I feel like it's so much easier to hit gaps with a forehand stroke.
Yeah, and he can flex it a little bit. Maybe too much flex there.
Yeah, that's going to be way left, but out should be able to get up and down. So Kevin's not too bad here. He's got a little bit of work. Looking like he's going to try to hyzer just around that bigger tree.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks good. Gets a little bit of a release. Oh, yeah.
Got the skip too. Just fine. And of course, Keehnan's on camera, so Keehnan's doing Keehnan things. He looks at me and says, I'm going to throw this in.
Of course.
And just a little too aggressive.
Yeah. He should just focus on winning the tournament, probably help him out. So EJ got way out of here and in the clear. Looked like about, 125, 150?
Yeah.
Did pretty easy with the overstay of mid. And Alexis has a putt, a legit putt.
Oh.
Pretty good, man. Little safety bid. I like that.
Little short. And hole number 2 was not birdied at all.
Let's see if Keehnan can cover up his mistake. There you go. Yep, there's a stroke right there. Just being silly. Oh, Kevin's a little longer than I thought it was. I thought he's scooted right up next to it.
Yeah, 15.
Wow.
Just a
Not,
slow start.
not the start I
Bogey start.
anticipated. Yeah.
Yeah, not what any of us would anticipate. I wonder if it is like a little bit more pressure, though, being a touring pro coming in and playing, one of these smaller tournaments. I wonder if he puts extra pressure on himself.
Maybe if he was the man out on tour and he'd come into one of these and know everybody's gunning for him. I think everybody knows that he's a good player at this tournament. They see his rating, they hear his name. But, I mean, except for Jonesboro after this, which was an amazing showing, he's generally not in the top 5 or 10 people.
Yeah. And here's hole 3.
This is a new one to me, a little gap shot. Hole 3 comes in at 290 feet. Right in the middle is the 9th hardest hole. I'm assuming all depends on whether you get through this gap or not.
It's all about that gap. Hyzer is the play. Just something that's going to hit it and then fade back. You got to get your height right because you can hit into that hill and then not get the skip up that you want.
Much different hole than anything I ever played on what we used to call Big Shunga. I think that's the name of the park, but it was big back then because it was long.
Yeah, this one is definitely a newer addition. They just added it last year when we saw Evan on coverage.
I think somebody threw a 2-finger roller through there.
That's what he did.
Watched it.
Yeah, he threw the roller and then got the 2. So Alexis hit early there. Let's see if EJ can make a correction.
This is his first backhand off the tee.
Yep. Let's see how it looks.
Looks great.
Yeah, he's got one.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. There you go. Just caught the face of that hill a little bit, checking him up, but very makeable putt. Keehnan's going to rip it through there. This shot shape actually fits Keehnan's shot really well, except if you hit a tree.
Yeah, he yanked it. All right. And here's Kiefer. I think he might be going Pioneer.
That was another Royal disc, Orbit something.
Yeah, I think he has an Orbit Pioneer even. Is that a real disc?
Got me.
All right.
So Alexis is just looking to get it close. That ought to do it for him. That was a good shot.
Yeah.
Keehnan, the same thing going. But this is his Discmania tactic, I'm pretty sure is what he's doing here.
It might just be his putter. It might just be his link. I think he's fairly close.
Pretty good shot. Pretty good touch from there. So Kevin with a little bit of a tester. Looked like it's probably just outside of the circle.
Yep, he's left 2 putts short. Let's see if he can make
he's making
a change here.
Nope. Went to a little stepper, so he was outside of the circle and left it right. The thing I like about his putt is he never has much of a comebacker, and they've all been either on target or that one was perfect height. There we go, EJ.
All right. Got one on the board there. EJ actually just caddied for Casey White all weekend at Champions Cup.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I don't know how they know each other, but I saw him on the bag. I was like, wow. Alexis puts it home.
Yeah, and these other 2 guys are going to clean up no problem.
There it is. I think Kevin's excited. He finally got a par.
Yep. These first few holes are no joke, coming in as a lot of the hardest holes on the course.
Yep.
So,
and then number 4. It's not easy either.
Nope. 285 feet. 4th hardest hole comes in at 3.18. Little gapper here. You got to penetrate this gap. And if I remember right, the basket is up and to the left slightly.
Yep. It's essentially just a very straight shot. But the way that ground is going to play the disc is going to push it off to the right side.
Yep, it's going to give it an Anheuser skip. And you get to this point and you just completely plinko, luck, and poke and hope from there. So these guys are probably all, throwing a mid-range of some sort?
Yeah, mid to fairway, just depending on what their comfortability is. I think this might be, I think this is a mid-range out of EJ. Gonna flip. He's still middle, though. He should be all right from there.
Well, yeah, the hole is so short, you don't even have to get very far in your fairly simple approach.
Alexis went
early release and left.
Yeah, and Alexis went a little bit left too, so he might have a tougher lie from there.
This one had a few signatures on the bottom, so this is bound a few singles on the course somewhere.
Yep.
That looks like a fairly fast driver.
It does.
And stable and not flipped enough.
Oh, yeah. No one's getting that turn. I don't remember what the wind was doing here. If it was... Maybe it's playing right to left. Can't remember.
That misses that one tree. There we go.
He did it. That slid up. So he's going to be right inside the circle. I think he's going to have a look for the bird.
This isn't easy even from here.
He hit, but he's going to be in circle as well. And this is where it's a little tough here for Alexis. A lot of the little limbs.
I'm just not a big fan of holes that have an initial gap and then just luck of what happens to you after you hit it. Maybe there's regulations to keep them from taking them out. Maybe they're going to wait and see which ones the golfers take out. But
yeah. Alexis wastes no time pitching up. And here's Keehnan.
He's got a little bit. Looks like he's got a couple little trees in the way. Is that Kevin up there to the left of the tree? And then EJ there to the right of the tree.
You nailed it. Oh.
That's fine.
He gave it a thumbs up.
So Kevin really needs to make one of these. This is his fourth hole, fourth tester. I think he's got this one. A little bit of a weird stance. There we go.
Just what he needed. Make it a little weird for him. So he got that home. Turn the score the right way.
EJ with you could tell that one little crooked tree right in front of him is just mess with him a little bit, I think. Perfect. Great putt, man. How steep is the backside of this hill?
It's steep. So, yeah, if either of them miss that, that's rolling.
He just has to say something every time.
Yeah. I mean, he's an entertainer.
Yeah, I guess.
Hole 5.
Hole 5. Our first par 4 of the round, I do believe. 381 feet. That's pretty short for a par 4, but you can see from the fairway and all the trees in the way exactly why it is a par 4. Comes in as the 8th hardest hole, so fairly simple right in the middle.
It is tough, though. I mean, it is... Because of the designation of par 4, it does make it a little bit simpler as far as the score relative to par. But there is nothing easy about that tee shot. The smarter play is just to get to where that tree was overhanging. And if you're in
Mhm.
that position, that's an easy 3 for you.
Yeah, but how do you get there? Look at all these guardians.
Yeah, you have to flip something over. He did it. And not just that, but he pured it.
Wow, dude.
And that was some type of getaway, Fusion X getaway maybe, and that is
Hard job
parked for
for an
Eagle.
eagle.
Golly, that was perfect.
I don't know that you can have a 380-foot hole be a par 4.
Well, you'll see from these other shots that maybe that was a great shot. He's down the hill-ish. He's on the hill. Didn't quite make it, but should be relatively easy to clean up a birdie. Let's see what Keehnan can do.
Yeah, but should it be relatively easy to clean up for a birdie? You know what I'm saying? You should have to earn a birdie. You should have to throw a good shot somewhere.
Yeah.
Granted, he covered a lot of ground, but he's 90 feet from the pin. So I don't know what happened to Keehnan there.
Keehnan bounced a little left there. He's going to be in some stuff. Let's see what Alexis can do. You just really want to make this disc go right first to find that gap. And that's too early. So both Keehnan and Alexis didn't have enough turn on their disc. And this is where it gets really hairy. And this is why I think you could argue that it is a par 4, because if you don't get on the fairway, you're pitching up. So, but I agree, it's probably too short for a par 4.
I'd argue it's too fluky to be a hole at a PDJ event. Maybe a little bit of cleaning up would help it. I mean, that's beautiful.
Yeah, he got just a little kiss off the tree, and you know he was Keehnan laughing right after that. And all right, so let's see if Alexis can now get up and down for par. Oh, it's a little leaked. It's a good tree.
That's going to be a little bit of a tester for him, but he'll probably make it. So EJ wasn't as easy as I thought. I was going to go with a little flick Anheuser.
This is not a shot he does. He was not comfortable. But right after he's like, I'm happy at that.
Yeah. Left him with a circle's edge putt for his birdie.
Oh,
in the end, par is just a word. It doesn't matter anything. They have to complete the hole in the fewest number of strokes, or the course in the fewest number of strokes. So what they label it as par doesn't really matter. What a putt.
Great putt there. He didn't like it, though.
So.
And just like that, well, let's see. Alexis, if he can get home. He did hit that tree, so not too bad. He's going to par.
How many other eagles on the hole, or was this the lone eagle?
This was the lone eagle, and we got to see it.
I mean, he's still the closest.
Yeah, and just like that, he goes from 2 bogeys to leading his card. And let's take a look at this shot again. Discin deals double take. Turn that just enough. He got over the log or under the log. Just perfect.
Yeah, it's a great shot.
Super impressive. And let's go into hole 6.
This is a classic Shunga hole, hole 6. 311 feet, the number 1 hardest hole, straight up this hill, slight turn to the right. You got to penetrate this gap is what makes the hole so hard. Most people are going to throw too far and not have an approach into this opening. And even if you do have an approach into the opening, you have 15 to 20 feet both sides of the pin to stay out of the schmuck. So this has been a hole at Big Shunga since I played here, and sheesh, forever ago.
Yeah, I think what really makes this hole hard is the people that want to get aggressive. You have to just get to the mouth of the opening.
Well, uphill turnover is not an easy shot either. You're just wants to fight out of that turn the whole way. And I think that was a little bit greasy.
A little bit fortunate. He did cut roll back to perfectly in the middle of the opening.
Yeah, easiest layup ever from there. Not Keehnan has no idea how to not be aggressive. So this is either parked or in the stuff. Or cut rolling into the opening.
Fortunate.
Yeah, the number one hardest hole is less than 315 feet.
Yeah.
With no trees until you get 60 from the pin. Another good that's a good shot.
That was just a good shot. Yeah, that was exactly where he wanted it.
First two got a little bonus, but that was a well executed shot. And there's another good shot. He's gonna just have to put one foot in there and poke it up there.
He's on the edge. Now the sides of this fairway just grab discs. Keehnan was fortunate there. He got a little aggressive on the putt, but it is uphill, so it's one you can definitely get aggressive. But if you sneak too far past, you can see Kendra back there. Like, it's tough.
Oh, sweet. Oh. Look good.
Yeah, I thought it was in. I think it just hit some leaves, or it may have actually dunked it. They all hit that same tree. And then here is Alexis from a knee.
Sometimes these little short flicks like this are super tricky. Yeah, not
not the greatest, but I think he'll be okay.
Yeah, he'll chip that in.
Kevin was making sure I was recording.
Hey, he's a professional, folks.
He really is. He really is. No one's ever stopped to ask. Tell me you've been here before without telling me you've been here before. All right, Alexis cleans up. And we should have all pars.
Hurry up, man. Get out of the way.
EJ, the gentleman there. All right, and we're going to move into a very tough hole to record.
Hole 7, par 4, 648 feet. This comes in as the third easiest hole. Another classic Shunga hole. Drop a Anheuser bomb off the top of the hill and live at the results.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen people put rollers down and all sorts of fun stuff off the top of there.
Yeah, this one, if you get too aggressive with the approach, you can get back into some of that stuff back there. So speed control on the approach is something you have to be aware of. I think we're going to miss catch cam on Kevin's.
He didn't like it.
Well, he went through the smallest little gap in the tree. And I think that's what he was very fortunate. He didn't hit anything. And so he's going to be well out there.
Man, those trees are really blowing.
And yeah, this is where it really started picking up. That's pretty good by Keehnan.
Yep. Should be able to chip up and get a birdie.
Yeah, but this is really where a lot of the people that can really unleash on a disc have an opportunity to do so. It really starts opening up from here on out.
A little high. Probably going to finish left on him.
And that was crushed.
Yeah.
So it dipped down just as you said it was too high. It dipped down with the ante and then flexed back out at the end. It was sick.
Speaking of people who can crush,
Yes. Alexis can throw a mile. Oh. That had 0 ante on it. But he got a lucky kick there. That could have been very bad.
well, you can land about anywhere down there in the grass and still
Yeah,
find a way.
if he didn't get his kick, though, he was going to end up way left in that back where the last tee was.
Oh. Can he take advantage of it?
Oh,
Nope.
it's the tree. That was gonna be flirting. That was gonna be a great shot.
This is what I always liked about this hole, this little rise before it. I thought that made the hole fantastic.
Yeah, you really have to get the right angle to where it's gonna slow down at the end. And
That's way too high.
but he went putter, and being able to throw a putter a long ways really can help the way it stops by the basket.
I like that. Get up there.
Yeah, just a little short, but
Little
good
test
line there.
trick.
And so Kevin is way off to the right. So he's got a hyzer into the hole. That's how far to the right side he went.
On a fairway of some sort.
Yeah, he's got to have it skip. And it does.
Pretty nice.
Good shot there. AJ showing the hops.
Needs a periscope in his bags.
Look at
Let's
that.
let him
A
see.
periscope. And that was just an easy flick. I
Oh.
mean, he truly got down there, man.
Yeah, that was great. Oh, I'd probably bet a nickel Keehnan makes this.
Keehnan is a good putter.
Once he gets going.
Oh. I figured with the downhill he'd make it too.
Well, it was right on target. Lexus really needs to make this just walk away with just a bogey. There we go. Oh, that par 4.
Yeah, exactly. Par 4 makes it nice. And this is going to be for birdie
Yep.
for Kevin. There we go. That looked a lot more committed.
And we're going to have EJ clean up here for a birdie and Keehnan for a par.
Yeah, EJ made that one look very, very easy. And if he didn't hit that tree, I would have liked to see where that one went.
These are some scary baskets, man. These babies have been around for a while, I think.
Yeah, they sure have.
They look like old chain stars or something like that.
Right, in hole 8.
Hole
All the
8.
way up the hill.
Number 1 easiest hole in the property, 527 feet, par 4. The only thing that makes it hard is the uphill. It's par 4, but I mean, you can see there's no reason to hit a tree. One tree on the right could come into play, and what generally happens is people get into a weird distance on their approach and burn it past a little bit into the back of this bush. But yeah, this is a must get birdie if they're calling it a par 4.
Yeah, just grip it, rip it as far as you can, and get the approach close. But it is playing, it looks like heady today.
Yeah, judging by that white flag on the right side, it looks like it's coming straight at him.
And the way he just stopped, he's like,
Well, he changed his approach to a little bit of a hyzer angle instead of a flat anhyzer release.
Yeah, and the wind just got under that one. It didn't let it push as far as it. He may have had a little nose up on that, to be honest.
Right. He still should be able to get up and down, though. It's probably only 200 feet from there to the pin or less.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, he crushes, man.
He did, but that one turned over on him, and he's bringing that tree into play that you were talking about. That you should never be by.
It's close to the pin, though.
Yes.
Pretty sure this is a Heimberg destroyer that he's just going to absolutely hork over on.
Yeah. It's nice. Yep.
Still, I mean, not much better than Kevin's. So Alexis can really move a disc, but this headwind and uphill might. I mean, he'd probably be happy to be where Keehnan or Kevin are. Smashed. Maybe a little flat when he wanted.
Yeah, it didn't seem like maybe just too overstable of a disc.
Hyzered out, followed the hill the whole way down.
Yeah.
But still, I mean, should be fairly easy up and down for him.
EJ does have this tree to contend with. He's going to go forehand.
Little early. Not bad, though.
It checked.
He'll take it.
Yeah. Here's Alexis.
Little bit of a tester putt.
Yeah. With the elevated basket.
Yeah, this is a tall basket. Yeah, you see, Kevin is way closer than I thought he was.
Yeah, he's close. See what Keehnan can do.
Keehan's probably going to give this a little bit of a go. Nice spinny, lofty putt.
Yeah, I think it was left to right is what the wind should be playing. So, yeah, he has.
Well, he gunned it.
Yeah, a little too much hyzer. Another tester.
He's bound to make one of these, though. Once he does, he'll make 3 or 4 in a row. Look
Right
at
side. Here we go.
So right to left win, you can tell by his Gannon Burr wannabe chalk bag.
Well, his chalk bag actually, I can't speak for Gannon's, but his smells like pancake mix, and it's really refreshing. Every time he does it, I'm just like, what's that smell?
That was a nice putt.
It was good, great putt.
There we go.
Star frame?
Puts it on Kevin. What you're going to do here, basket, is you're going to grab my disc. Catch it.
Did you see that chain? There's one chain that was just on the actual cage, broke, yeah. So he moved it in. And he's hyped.
Okay, so we moved from the easiest hole to the second easiest hole on the property, 636 feet, par 4. Classic Shunga hole, just grip and rip off the top of this hill. These 2 trees here used to be part of a much bigger grouping of trees that have gotten cleared out. So, I mean, you can see, just like the last hole, throw as far as you can and live with the results. And they should have a tailwind on this, so we might see somebody really put a move on one.
Yeah. There's some guys on the card that can really rip, so this is going to be fun to see.
Catch Cam Kendra, better be ready down there.
She's amazing.
Look at her. Man, that's a cool look.
We didn't get to pan to it, but he's probably
150 at most.
Yeah, 150 to 100 away.
Yeah.
Yeah, he put a move on that one too. A little bit more hyzered.
Yeah, a little higher. Losing
As long as you get around that tree, you're good.
easy.
Yeah.
This will come out flat and moving. What's that logo on his back?
I don't know. Two feathers?
2 feathers. Too early. But he grease trained through it, didn't he?
Nope, he didn't. He got caught up there just the very end.
He should still be able to hopefully get a look at a birdie. I mean, it's just one tree and it's halfway in the middle, so 300 feet tops. So I like his chances. Yeah, Alexis is looking to boom this one.
Yeah. He's got to remember to be smooth here. He has all the power in the world, and that's nice. It's got the flip on it.
Yep.
Oh, got a weird bounce there down at the very end, or that would have probably moved another 60 feet.
Unfortunately for Keehnan, though, he kicked right behind the dang tree. He couldn't get left or right. He should have enough room to. Looks like he's trying to work a little hyzer around it.
Yeah, he's got to get the height. This ground does not.
Oh boy, tough putt. Runaway green. He's crazy enough. He's probably going to try to make it. Oh, this looks easy.
Yep,
wow, he is way down there. Flick into the side of the hill.
Looks like an A3.
Yeah, I like that play.
Kind of juiced it, maybe?
Eh.
No, he's fine. Here's Alexis.
So easy.
Oh! Oh, right off the cage from there.
He better be glad that cage got in the way. Might have left him a 30-footer.
That's true, too.
But I'm sure he was trying to give it a little run, trying to get an eagle. Kevin's trying to get his second eagle of the round. He wants it. Nope.
And left it pretty
oh,
short.
Boy. Yeah, he did. All right. So, like I said, Keehnan makes one big putt. He'll probably make 2 or 3 in a row. So, here we go. Oh, come on, kid.
Just kept it short on those downhill ones. Just keep it short.
I'm done rooting for him.
Here's Kevin.
He did leave a little short. About 18 to 20 here.
And that poor disc. He went full taco on it.
Problem is, that's not the disc he missed with. That's like your brother getting a spanking when you break the dishes. Oh, EJ did run it by a little.
Yeah, Kendra was pretty zoomed in, so it's tough to tell. But yeah, there's another.
Alexis is going to steal one on all of them.
Yeah, that's for the second easiest hole to only see one birdie here. Pretty surprising for this, especially for this group.
Oh, once again, you called a par 3 and it becomes the hardest hole on the course.
Yeah. And that's going to do it for the front 9. We'll catch you all back here for the back 9 of round 1. We're going to have all rounds here. But let's take a look at those scores. Kevin with the lead on the card. 3 down. Alexis and EJ at 2 down. Again, thank you to Tyson Jones and Under Par for the coverage. We wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. And we're just going to let this cycle through. All the sponsors, big shout out to all of you as well. Smitty, I'm excited for this next one. You're going to see some holes that are fairly open, but the one that we're going to come into, hole 10, is a toughie. And I'm excited for you to see that if you don't remember that from Evan's coverage.
I think I do.
Yeah. So it's a tough one. We'll see how they do. We hope to see y'all back. Keep in mind, this also is a memory of Alan McKellips. And if you have not subscribed, please ring that bell for notification, hit that like, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care. Bye bye now.